This is going to be my second New Era Maiden song to listen to. I'm looking forward to this. So it's a midweek reaction, and there's no historical analysis on this particular track. However, there is actually a great promotional story behind it. But we're going to talk about that after we've listened to the song. But I was given this recommendation by one of the many Maiden fans out there that have been sending me messages and DMing and so on, realizing that, let's just say, I've been out in the wilderness for a long time, and, well, anybody who's new to the channel, you can go and watch the Passchendaele reaction that I did, because I explain why I missed out on so much Maiden over the last 20 years. Anyway, coming back into the fold and rediscovering Maiden, New Era Maiden, I was given this bit of advice from somebody called Bruce Dickinson 12. Is it the real Bruce Dickinson? No, surely not. Anyway, Bruce Dickinson 12 has, he recommended, I'm assuming he, recommended a number of different tracks, but in particular this one. So, Bruce Dickinson 12, we're going to go for it. And the song is called The Reincarnation of Benjamin Breeg. And it's off the A Matter of Life and Death album. Now, it was released as a single on the 14th of August, 2006. So that's like nearly 20 years ago. And it's a new track for me. God, that's mental, isn't it? 20 years and it's new. However, it wasn't allowed to enter the UK singles charts because of the runtime being too long. And let me check. Yeah, it's over 7 minutes. Mind you, saying that, I think it seems like any old excuse not to support Maiden, maybe. I mean, I grew up listening to Maiden in the 80s, and even if they were charting, you wouldn't get to hear them on the radio or see them on TV, you know. So Maiden have always been up against it, but it doesn't matter, does it? Because they still rock and they still sell out and they still do what they do, right? So hey, yeah, this is my second New Era Maiden song. My first one was Maiden's Passchendaele, and that was great. And I'm looking forward to this. So let's try it. Okay. It's very dreamy. Yeah. Guitar synths.
Let me tell you about my life. Let me tell you about my dreams. Let me tell you about the things that happen, always real to me. Let me tell you of my hope, of my need to reach the sky. Let me take you on a
Nice change of
journey.
chord.
Let me tell you why.
Nice chord changes, right?
Let me tell you
Kind of melancholy sound. Oh, here we go.
Why should these curses be laid upon me? I won't be forgiven till I can break free.
that riff.
What did I do to deserve all this guilt? Pay for my sins for the sale of my soul.
Whoa.
Demons are trapped all inside of my head. My hopes are gone, reach for heaven from hell.
Oh, that chugging riff, man.
My sins are many. My guilt is too heavy. The pressure of knowing of having what I know. I'm able to see things I don't want to
This is the chorus, right?
see. The lives of a thousand souls weigh heavy down on me.
I do like that. That's really nice.
I know they're crying for help, reaching out. The burden of them will take me down as well. The sin of a thousand souls not died in vain. Reincarnates still in me, live again. Someone to save
Great vocal.
something to save me from myself, to bring salvation, to exorcise this fear. Someone to save me, something to save me from myself, to bring salvation, to exorcise this fear.
That's really, that's proper, isn't it? Okay, this is more like the Maiden I was expecting. This sound, huh? I think that's Dave Murray. I think it is, right? I'm loving this riff, man.
Someone to save me, something to save me from my hell, a destination away from this nightmare. Someone to save me, something to save me from myself, to bring salvation,
Whoa, that was... that took me a little bit by surprise, I'll be honest with you. I mean, there was a section where I thought, okay, this is what I'm expecting with Maiden. But that chugging riff, I didn't expect that, to be honest with you. Because it's kind of mean sounding. And it's not necessarily something I would have... But then again, you know, maybe this is typical of New Era Maiden. I don't know. This is only the second song I've heard. So at the start, you have that very dreamy... So I said it was like a dreamy sounding. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Somewhere in Time era. Now, I don't know if at that time, they used guitar synths, I remember. The reason why I remember is because it took, I think, everybody by surprise, because, you know, you'd had Power Slave and Live After Death, and suddenly Somewhere in Time came out, and it was like, what is this? You know, short circuit. So it reminds me of that. But there's this really kind of beautiful melancholy sound, and then these great chord changes, which is really nice. Really cool. But that chugging riff, and then, of course, there was the chorus. I'm not going to go into the text too much because I want to just talk about the promotional background behind this song, you know. But you go into the chorus and then you come back to that chugging riff again, which is just mean. And also the solos sounded... There was a different sound to the solos. I think I could still hear Dave Murray. I'm sure Dave Murray's on there. But there was like a different sound. Maybe it's just on this album that they experimented. I don't know. Like in the Passchendaele reaction, I got a bit excited because I heard 3 solos. Because, of course, I wasn't used to 3 solos in a Maiden song. I'm not sure if there were 3 in this particular one. So, yeah, man, that was impressive. And I'll tell you what else is also impressive, because I did read about this before doing this. And it was about the whole promotional side of the single. Because looking at the text, right, it's about this character called Benjamin Breeg. Now, the Iron Maiden promo team, they actually designed a website prior to the release of the single. And they created the character as if he was a real person. And they set it up in a way that this fake cousin of Benjamin Breeg had created this website, and apparently Maiden did this because they knew full well that Maiden fans, you know, they're no mugs, right? They knew that they would do their own research into this, so they were trying to develop a snowball promotional effect to get people chatting about the single or upcoming music maybe, but it was a canny thing to do, right? And on this website, it was a fake biography, okay? And it said that this Benjamin Breeg was born on the 3rd of September 1939. Both of his parents had died in a still unexplained house fire in 1947. Benjamin goes to an orphanage. He's smart. And the story goes, he's a loner, he likes religion, he's very artistic, and he also has these nightmares. And then he paints these nightmares. Right. Anyway, he ends up engraving tombstones at a funeral home, and he gets really obsessed in religion and all this kind of stuff, and then he decides to travel the world for a number of years, goes back to England, and then he writes books about the occult, and then he disappears. Okay, so this website was supposedly set up to help find Benjamin Breeg. Obviously, it's a fake website, not a fake website, but a fake story, and a fake cousin. And according to the final chapter of the story, a man did contact the website and said that they would need to meet on the 14th of August 2006, which, as it happened, is the release date of the single. Maiden fans did get into this promotional thing, and they were searching around. And the one thing that gave it away was that on the website, this fake cousin posted one of Benjamin's paintings. Because as I mentioned, he was an artist as well. And on this painting, was a depiction, or a vague depiction, of Eddie, the mascot of Iron Maiden. And then, boom, the light bulbs went out, you know. So yeah, a great promotional idea before the release of the single. So kudos to the Iron Maiden marketing team. Or was it the record label? Or maybe it was the band themselves, I don't know. Maybe some of you know. And you can let me know. But that was really cool. Even that change of riff right before it gets slow again at the end. That was... I don't know, it was just mean. It's definitely a different sound, but one I like. So it was very, very cool. I have to say, coming back into Maiden, I'm only the second song in, but it's been a great experience so far. I'm not disappointed in any way whatsoever. So, hey, up the irons.